T. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. And hey, today I have a special guest to introduce. Her name is Cindy. She happens to be a friend of mine, and she has agreed to come on the show and answer a few questions. So, Cindy, welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you know anything at all about precious metals?
I know nothing about precious metals.
Okay, well, hey, you are in the place to be. You are on my channel, and my channel is all about silver stacking. That is the acquisition of silver to collect, to hoard, to stash in my safe for many reasons. And I'm glad to be in a position to introduce you to the world of silver and even a little bit of gold.
Oh, great. Thanks for having me.
And before we really get started, guys, just a quick humble request for a like and a sub, and we'll get right into this. So, Cindy, in front of you, I have a box, a little sample box. It's not a Whitman sampler. That is a T the Silver Stacker sampler. And feel free to open that up and take a look at what is inside. I've got a decent little array of different items for you to take a look at. So,
Wow.
and yeah, some of those happen to be collector coins. Others happen to be just silver coins that are collected for their weight and their intrinsic value of silver. There are some bars in there, and there are some tubes of what we call junk silver, aka constitutional silver. I'm not sure if you knew this, but prior to 1965, back in 1964 and earlier, our money was real money. It was made out of silver, 90% silver. And that's what you have in your hand right there. Those are walkers. Those are 50-cent pieces from back in the 1940s.
Awesome. Oh, my gosh.
So there's a whole phenomena around the country and around the world of people who are stacking silver.
There you go. Now, how did you get into this?
Well, I started coin collecting as a kid, but seriously stacking over the last couple of years, mainly for two reasons. Number one, as a hedge against inflation. You see what's happening just this week. The Consumer Price Index, the CPI, just came out. Inflation is through the roof. And so there are many of us, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, who are bracing for a tough time that we foresee in the future regarding the country's economics. And so when I say hedge against inflation, that silver's value tends to go up as prices rise. So does the value of that silver.
Okay.
The second reason is it's a savings account. Many of us will put back silver and gold simply as something to fall back on or even pass on to our kids.
Okay. That is awesome. Now, this is really neat. They're from different countries and...
Well, my favorite happens to be the Mexican Silver Libertad, and that one has really taken off in popularity over the last year or so and increased in value.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. Now, do you just have silver?
I have silver, but in that little bag in front of you there, I do have a little bit of gold as well. And some of that, that's what we call fractional gold. It's less than an ounce. And there are some pieces there from really all over the world.
Oh, wow.
British sovereigns, Mexican, those pesos and 2.5 pesos. And there's even one of my favorites is an Indian from pre-33, back before 1933 in this country. Gold was also used as a part of our coinage.
Okay. This is so tiny.
Yeah, some of it is, and it's what I like about the fractional is that it can be used as a chunk of an ounce, not a full ounce. So when bartering with it or trading for it or cashing it in, I wouldn't have to cash in a whole ounce at a time, just less than an ounce.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. So between gold and silver, which has the most upside potential?
Well, traditionally gold is more of a stable investment, and silver has more upside. However, there is a company that I have just learned about called Gold Mountain that is mines in Canada that is mining gold and silver, and that has a ton of upside potential. Now, hey, Cindy, you've done some hunting up in Canada and fishing as well, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Went to Saskatchewan for some bear hunting, and also Manitoba for bear hunting and fishing also.
Very cool. So you know Canada.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
God's country up there, huh?
Yes. So can you tell me a little bit more about Gold Mountain?
Sure. It's out of British Columbia, and the fellows up there that are embarking on this endeavor are not messing around. They've got an amazing tract of land, which is very rich in silver and gold. And from what I can tell, they are on the cusp of something big.
Well, I know there's a lot of gold to be found up there. Who runs that group?
Oh, good question. And yes, there is a lot of gold up there, particularly at their locations. The mines are run by a very experienced group of miners. As a matter of fact, collectively, the team has helped advance 15 mines into production and raise $30 million in capital markets. So not only that, 32% of the company is owned by its executives and their affiliates. So these guys have a lot of skin in the game.
Yeah, I would say so. Is that what makes them so special?
That's one of the things. They've got a couple all-stars as a part of their team. Tookie Angus is a strategic advisor, and he is chairman of K92 Mining, a stock that is up 800% since 2016. And also Quentin Henney is the other advisor, and he's from Newfound Gold, which is up 600% in 10 months. I don't think these guys would be involved if they didn't see the potential here.
So what else is special about Gold Mountain?
Well, the most important thing is that Gold Mountain has been acquired and is soon to be operational at a low price of $18 per ounce of gold. Now, these properties typically go for $150 an ounce. That's like buying at 5 cents on the dollar. And the other thing that is quite interesting is that so much of the work is already done by the previous owners. This is like buying a fully furnished mansion with the luxury cars and everything, since the previous owners decided to just leave them there.
Wow. Okay, so I'm a numbers gal. What is the bottom line? Give me some numbers.
Sure. The cost to produce gold at Gold Mountain is $850 an ounce. Now, take into consideration, gold is currently trading at well over $1,800 an ounce. That means they're making well over 100% margins.
That is incredible. Okay, so how does somebody, a regular person that's not involved with this, get involved?
Well, I would strongly suggest you do your due diligence. Check out their website, do your research, and here's the ticker symbol in case you want to take a look at that and look at their financials. As you can see from this chart, those who get in now will be getting in on the ground floor.
That is amazing. So when should somebody pull the trigger on this?
Well, this project is in production this month, November 2021. So it's imminent, and there are only a rare few opportunities on planet Earth that go into production in 2021.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time and bringing all of this. It's amazing, and telling me more about precious metals. And thank you for telling me about Gold Mountain, too. That is definitely something I'm going to look into.
Hey, Cindy, it has been my pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and I look forward to perhaps having you on again sometime.
Great, thank you.
Hey everyone, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate your support. And, you know, all of us stackers, of course, feel very strongly about holding physical precious metals in our hands. And of course, I am not a financial planner or advisor. Do your own due diligence, but you may want to consider Gold Mountain as a way of gold exposure in a diverse portfolio. Thanks for watching, everybody.